Hey. Hope that you're doing amazing. Waiting on more people to come on. Hey everyone. Hey. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I know it's kind of late. This is a little bit later than I usually go live, but I hope that you guys are doing amazing. We had the Healed Woman live course today, so that's why you see me in all red, okay? And that's why I'm getting on here a little later than usual, all right? In case you guys are new, make sure you guys are following me. Let me know where you guys are watching from as well, okay? Tonight we are talking about, are your fibroids back again? We're talking about how to prevent fibroids from coming back, okay? This is gonna be really beneficial for women that have fibroids, whether you've had surgery to remove them, you have procedure, or you currently have fibroids or are on your journey to removing them. This is gonna be a really informative live, okay? As you guys are coming in, let me know where you guys are watching from. Also let me know if you guys are dealing with fibroids, okay? And like the video as you're coming in as well. I usually don't get on this late, but here we are. I had a lot to do today. Hope everybody's doing great. Make sure you guys are following me. Okay, for those that are watching me for the first time, thank you so much for the follow. For those that are watching for the first time, my name is Sasha. Okay, I am a holistic womb specialist. Okay, fibroids waiting to get biopsy. Okay, perfect. You're in a perfect place. I'm a holistic womb specialist, and what I do is I help women who have fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS, other reproductive health issues, as well as infertility. I help them address the root causes of these issues, the physical root cause, the emotional root cause, in order to completely heal. So I help women completely heal from fibroids, reverse PCOS, reverse endometriosis, adenomyosis, and so many other reproductive health issues. I've been able to help, at this point, I would say hundreds over the years, through my courses, through my programs, through my workshops, through my masterclasses. Not just shrink fibroids, but also dissolve fibroids, okay? Love what I do. I love putting the power back into women's hands, not only getting rid of uterine growths, but also restoring hormonal balance completely. And again, aligning to, their cells, so helping women align to their feminine power and become who they're meant to be, step into the highest version of themselves, okay? That's what I do. Love what I do. I love, again, putting the power back into women's hands so they don't have to go through to get cut open. They don't have to go through these surgeries that do not address the root cause. They can actually address the root cause of these growths and then heal their selves, heal their bodies, and feel like themselves again, okay? Because as we know, fibroids can steal a lot out of you. It can steal a lot out of you. It can steal your vitality, your energy, right? Your essence. It can really control your life. So that's what I help women do. Love what I do. Today I want to talk about fibroids, and I want to talk about how do we prevent them from coming back? So if you've had surgery, this is going to be a very beneficial conversation, because if you had surgery, the fibroids more than likely will come back if you do not address the root cause. So if you are currently dealing with fibroids, this is also going to be very beneficial to you. If you want to prevent fibroids, this topic will be very beneficial to you as well, okay? So if you guys don't mind, tap on the screen, share this with somebody you know that has fibroids, that has had surgery for fibroids, that wants to prevent fibroids, because at this point, with all of these women being diagnosed with fibroids, women who don't have them need to prevent them, okay? It is so common now that it's absolutely ridiculous, right? And this is for women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s are being diagnosed with fibroids every single day. So thank you so much, Keisha, I think your name is. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm saying your name wrong, but I'm so sorry. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much for the likes. Ladies, type on the screen, share this with somebody you know. Let's talk about how do we prevent fibroids from coming back, okay? Hi, good night. Hope that you're doing amazing. Let me know, ladies, let me know where you guys are watching from. I'd love to know where you guys are watching from. I know that we always get people out of the country here. Let me know where you guys are located, okay? Would love to know. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about how do we prevent fibroids from coming back? How do we do this? If we've already had surgery, we've had myomectomy, UFE procedure, right? These are typically women that, again, regrow fibroids. Some women have regrew fibroids several times after having these procedures, and they think that they're stuck with fibroids, that they have to remove their uterus. No, you don't. You don't have to remove your uterus. You don't have to remove your feminine center. You do not have to do that, okay? Houston, Texas, hi. Thank you so much for being here. Love that. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Notre Dame, Indiana. Okay, thank you so much, Nurse Camille. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. And if you guys are watching me for the first time, make sure that if you're not following, be sure that you're following, so you'll know when I'm going live again. Okay. Make sure that you're following this account. I put out so much amazing content for women that have fibroids because, like I always say, there's a lot of misconception. There's a lot of mistruths out there about fibroids, misinformation. So a lot of women are totally confused when it comes to fibroids, when it comes to reproductive health issues. And what I do is help women bridge the gap and understand what's really going on with their bodies when they have fibroids, when they have cysts, when they have, endometriosis. Because listen, if you don't understand what's going on, how can you heal the problem? You can't. You can't even make a decision about an issue if you don't know where it's coming from, right? If you don't understand it, a lot of women don't understand fibroids. They don't understand how their body works. They don't understand what is going on in their bodies when they have fibroids. And this leaves them confused. They don't this leaves them making the wrong decision, because if we understand and know that fibroids come back when we have surgery, that's the wrong decision, okay? But if we understand and know that fibroids actually, we're not addressing the root cause when we have these surgeries, when we have the UFE procedures, when we have these other, weird procedures, right, that do not address the root cause. That's the wrong angle to take. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have regrew fibroids after having these surgeries, after having these myomectomies, ablations, UFE procedures. Let me know in the chat. Have you regrew fibroids after having these procedures? Usually, when I get on here, somebody says that, whether it's UFE procedure or, after having a myomectomy, they've regrown their fibroids, okay? So, or they have fibroids for the second, third, even fourth time I've heard, okay? So, this is why I wanted to do this live, okay? Now, let's get into it. I want to let you guys know first, before we get started on how do we prevent fibroids from coming back, I want to get into the symptoms. Let's talk about the symptoms of fibroids, because a lot of women get confused, and a lot of women tell me that when they got fibroids, they did not have symptoms, right? But what's really going on is you didn't recognize the symptoms. Your body always shows you signs when it's going through imbalances, when it's going through these, when it's developing fibroids, there's always signs there, okay? Yes, but not as bad as it's been about 8 years. What do you mean? Okay, yes, but not as bad as it's been about 8 years. Okay, so you regrew fibroids, are you saying after having a myomectomy or surgery? I'm assuming, Chanel. Okay, so women, like I said, a lot of women don't understand, again, the symptoms of fibroids. They don't understand that their body was developing fibroids for years. So let's go over the symptoms. Okay, thank you, Chanel, thank you. If you've had fibroids return after surgery, let me know in the chat. Okay, let us know, because we're talking about how to prevent fibroids from growing back, okay? Ladies, if you're not following me, be sure to follow me. If you enjoy conversations about, and you want to learn more about fibroids from a holistic standpoint, not from what your doctor's saying and that mumbo jumbo that you've been hearing for many years and steals the wrong information. I'm talking about, when it comes to really understanding your health on a holistic level, okay? That is, again, you're going to want to be following me, okay? Symptoms, not sure what you mean, geeks. Maybe you want to complete what you were saying, because I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, so let's talk about the symptoms of fibroids. Heavy bleeding. This is one of the biggest symptoms of fibroids. A lot of women don't know that heavy bleeding is not normal. I don't know what's going on, right? We're normalizing heavy bleeding. We got to stop. Heavy bleeding. So if you need, let me just say what heavy bleeding is. If you need any type of pad or tampon that's bigger than just the regular size, if you need, the super or the overnight, that's heavy bleeding. That's heavy bleeding. Yes, I'm reading them now, geeks. I'm reading over them now, okay? The symptoms of fibroids. Oh, have patience, you guys. I know TikTok can be crazy sometimes. Have patience. I'm reading over them now. Pelvic pressure or pain. Pelvic pressure or pain, okay? Any type of pain or pressure in your lower abdomen is not normal. You guys have to realize this. We got to stop normalizing pain. A lot of women normalize pain, and it's not normal, okay? Prolonged menstrual cycles. If your menstrual cycles last longer than 3 to 4 days, that is a sign there's an imbalance there. You're not supposed to bleed that much. We're not supposed to hemorrhage. We think that a period is supposed to be hemorrhaging. It's not. And that's why so many women have anemia. And that's another symptom of fibroids, anemia, okay, as well. Pain during intercourse, that's a sign of fibroids, okay? Frequent urination or difficulty, emptying your bladder. If you're not able to, it seems like you're not able to empty your bladder, that's definitely a sign of fibroids. Or if you have frequent urination, it's, sometimes hard for you to hold it, that is definitely, this is a sign that a fibroid could be sitting on the bladder, okay? Lower back pain is a sign as well. Constipation, difficulty moving your bowel movements, okay, moving your bowels, that's a sign. Enlargement of the lower abdomen. Some people, when you're dealing with a fibroid belly, I call it, some people think that that's just fat. But if that's a hard belly, then that more than likely could be fibroids or adenomyosis, okay? Do not, like I said, that's one of the big signs of fibroids, that hard lower belly. And a lot of women miss that. A lot of women that, for example, if they're overweight, they can miss that. But if your belly is hard, that's a sign, okay? You're right about pain being normalized. I was having for 2 days and didn't know. Crazy work. Yeah. A lot of women normalize their pain. They know, and this is why they miss symptoms. Our body talks to us. Our body lets us know what's going on, but we ignore them. We ignore it, right? We're like, oh, it's just nothing. Because we've been taught by Western medicine, a lot of things that are actually our body, hormonal imbalances and toxicity is normal. We've been brainwashed, right, and programmed. But your body's not supposed to feel pain. That's a red flag. Why do we think that's normal? Why do we think cramps are normal? It's not normal, ladies. Mine was lower back pain and a hard belly. Yes, that's really common with fibroids, having contractions. Wow. Yeah, this pain is not normal. So a lot of women say, well, I didn't have any symptoms. I'm shocked that I was diagnosed with fibroids. And then I asked them, how was your cycle like? And they start having a lot of these symptoms. I'm like, these are signs. That's not normal. That's not normal, right? So I want to make sure I read off the symptoms first so you can connect this back to, okay, I've been dealing with this for years. Why didn't I, actually understand this was not normal? And this was actually, and also with yellowish discharge. Yes, that's definitely a sign for sure. If you're discharging daily, that's a red flag. You're supposed to only discharge during ovulation week. That's cervical mucus. Okay. If you're discharging daily, that's a red flag. Okay. I said lower back pain, feeling fatigue, and this could be due to blood loss, weakness due to blood loss. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate it. More women need to see this. Okay. I already said anemia resulting from from heavy bleeding, pain or discomfort in your legs as well, like also swelling in your legs, on your ankles, or the lower back, pain or discomfort. Okay, my mother had them as well. Okay, menstrual cramps, I said that. Any type of pain is not normal. Okay, irregular menstrual cycles. So some women with fibroids will have late periods, will skip a period, or they'll bleed all month, or they'll bleed for 12 days. Like your period is not a normal period, right? You can't really depend on it. Or you bleed for 2 weeks. That's always a sign, right? I had to have iron and blood transfusions. Yes, with fibroids. But listen, even with fibroids, you guys don't have to have that. You can actually reverse anemia without, as you're healing your body. You can reverse anemia. Anemia honestly can be reversed. I've done it with my clients in 3 to 4 weeks. It does not take long to get rid of anemia. You guys do not need these transfusions. And first of all, blood transfusion, getting somebody's blood into you, unless it's a dire emergency, I'm talking about accident or something, you're about to die, that's why in some religions, you're not even allowed to do that. It's just unclean and it doesn't feel right? It doesn't even feel right. Iron infusions, your body sometimes make you sick. It has, all of these side effects. That's not even the iron your body recognizes, right? So we had to, why do they cause swelling in lower legs? I love that you said that. Sometimes there's a nerve in the groin area. I think it's called a iliac nerve that a lot of times the fibroid is pressing on. So that can cause lots of symptoms, from the pain in the lower legs to swelling. So when our fibroids start getting bigger and they start sitting on organs and nerves, like these things, they start to cause issues. They start to cause bigger issues in the body. That's why it's so important it doesn't matter how small your fibroid is, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, start now and getting rid of them. Do not hold on to these fibroids. Do not just watch them grow like the doctors tell you guys to do, just to monitor them. Don't do that. That's why I work with clients in shrinking and getting rid of their fibroids and dissolving their fibroids, shrinking and dissolving, not just shrinking, also dissolving their fibroids and healing their bodies and restoring their hormonal balance. Okay. So so we have to address the root cause. In order to get rid of fibroids, we have to address the emotional, the physical root causes. And that's what I do with my clients. That's what I do within my courses. Okay. So be sure that you guys are following me. Yes, I have. Yeah, it does affect the nerve. It does. A lot of women have nerve issues, even like even in their fingers and things like that, because of fibroids, right? A lot of women have these issues and issues with their lower legs and enough circulation. The circulation is not, again, there's a lack of circulation. When you have fibroids, there's a lot of stagnation going on in the body as well. Yes, I'm discharging daily. At first, I thought it was normal. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. And do not, you guys, ladies, do not take medicine. That's putting more toxins in the body. We can heal this stuff naturally and rebalance our hormones. You guys do not allow them they make you sick and then they want to give you poison. Like these doctors are crazy. These doctors are crazy. Do not allow them to give you poison. That's what that really is. Look at these ingredients of these medications. They're overloading the liver and worsening your health. Why would you do that when you can restore and rebalance your hormones naturally and not have that issue? And you're talking to somebody that had that issue before, okay? It's not like, do not fall for the tricks. You want to heal. You don't want to suppress these issues, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Emotional, interesting. What do you mean, Shada? I'm not sure what you mean. Leg cramps, absolutely. First time here. Okay, first time here. Be sure to click the link in my bio. Excuse me. Be sure to follow me. If it's first time here, follow me, okay? And you guys can get on my email list too if you guys, again, want to know when I'm going live as well and are interested in our offers and working with me, okay? Vitamin D deficiency, absolutely. But not just vitamin D deficiency, Lauren. You're going to have a bunch of deficiencies when you have fibroids. From iron, there's potassium, there's a lot of, because you have to understand, when you're dealing with fibroids, it's not just people just look at the uterus. That's it. No. It's a full body issue. Your digestive system is backed up. You're not even being able to, your body can't even absorb nutrients like it's supposed to. So that's why women that have fibroids, they can take all the supplements in the world and still their body's deficient. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. So it's important that you have to heal the body. You have to heal you have to get to the root of the issue. You have to address the hormones. You have to address the liver, the lymphatic system, the digestive system. That's why it's so important. If you don't, this is why a lot of women continuously get fibroids over and over again and never heal, okay? So PCOS, what about PCOS? I couldn't connect fibroids to emotional stress and also emotional as well. There's a lot of so women that have fibroids, right, are dealing with, and I wish you guys this, we're having a 3-day, this is why I'm dressed up, right, in my red lip, but we're having a 3-day, we're in the midst of a 3-day live course called Healed Woman that I'm conducting. It's called Healed Woman. And you guys, today was day 1 and it was so good. And this is actually what we were talking about in detail in day 1 and showing you the connection between the emotional connection. And we were talking about it on a deeper level where women can understand, okay? Because a lot of women don't understand, well, how does the emotions are connected to fibroids? Listen, we as women, we're not just physical beings, ladies, and the womb is not just a physical organ. It's also an energetic organ as well. And we bury a lot of things on an energetic level in the womb. Pain, heartbreak, things that we don't want to deal with, we suppress. So there's a lot of emotional suppression with fibroids, right? With other reproductive health issues as well, but with these imbalances in the body, it goes a lot deeper than just the physical. So we talked about that. So if you guys are interested in being in that 3-day live course, I'm setting out the replay soon for day 1, and you could be on, it's going to be on Zoom, 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Day 2 is Thursday and Friday. And day 3 is Friday. But you won't miss a beat because you get the replays of day 1. So if you guys want to join that, join that. The link is in my bio. It's called Healed Woman 3-day live course. It's amazing. It's only $77, and the day 1 was just so good, and day 2 is going to be even better. So in case you guys are interested in that, let me know. So how can we what do we take for PCOS? So I really want to stay on topic, but for PCOS, it's not about taking something, and that's where we go wrong. And that's why when you're chasing symptoms and trying to get rid of things without getting to the root cause of the problem, that's how we continue in this cycle. So you have to repair your piece of the endocrine system and actually get to the root cause of the problem. That's what I help clients do, okay? So if you're interested in working with me, you guys want to go and just explore testimonials and all that stuff, link is in the bio, okay? And get more information about what it's like to work with me, link is in the bio, okay? but there's nothing to take. It's all about how you live your lifestyle and repairing what has been damaged when you have PCOS. Okay, will lymphatic massages help? They're great, but we still have to get to the root cause of the problem. Okay, so instead of, and this is one thing too, we don't want to just, like I said, we want to work. This is why I say it's so important to address the physical and the emotional, and this is what I help women do. But we don't want to just address like, oh, I'm just going to address this part. We want to address it as a whole, right? So when we're repairing the body, when we're healing the body, we're also healing the lymphatic system. So we don't have to focus just on one thing, because if we heal the lymphatic system and everything else is screwed up, the digestive system is still backed up, liver is still backed up, like what good does that do? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a lymphatic massage, but that's not actually, you know, healing the fibroid, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay? It's a holistic, exactly, holistic. This is what a lot of us have turned, we're looking for medication to heal, and we're treating herbs even as medication. Like I could just take one and heal. That's not how it works. And you have to get out of that mindset, right? In order to actually heal and understand. This is an embodiment. How do you live your life? Because if you live your life in chaos and stress, if you live your life, if you're holding in a lot of emotional trauma, that's going to cause your body to be off balance, your hormones to be out of balance. Right? And if we have fibroids, our hormones are out of balance. If we have PCOS, our hormones are way out of balance. Okay? So if you're living a lifestyle that's embodying a person that's out of balance, you will be out of balance. And this is also on an energetic level as well. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so did I go over all the, okay, so issues, I didn't even go over all the the fibroid symptoms, but another fibroid symptom, I said irregular periods, difficulty getting pregnant or staying pregnant, okay? Because in case you guys don't know, a lot of miscarriages happen due to fibroids, a lot. I get messages a lot about miscarriages, and it breaks my heart. It's recurring even with fibroids, okay? Pregnancy complications, like a lot of women too. I get messages of a lot of women too who are pregnant and they're in so much pain. They're in so much pain, right? Because of the fibroids. Sometimes it's growing because when you're dealing with when you're pregnant, your hormone levels are higher, right? So the estrogen is higher, so it's triggering the fibroid to grow even more. And sometimes the baby, that can interfere with the growth of the baby. It's a lot. Fibroids can really, like I said, it can do a lot of damage. And the issue, we don't want it to, right? Even at 1 centimeter fibroid can create lots of symptoms. I've seen it, right? That's why it's so important. And you may be good for, I'm good for 2-3 years. And then boom, something just ignites. Maybe something stressful happens in your life. Boom, heavy bleeding and all of this craziness. So do not, like I said, don't think because you haven't felt any severe symptoms that you're in the clear. You're not. Your goal should be to shrink and dissolve these fibroids and restore your hormonal balance. Just restore balance in your body. Do not settle for a womb full of fibroids. And I'm saying this as somebody that went through it. Do not settle for that. Okay? Do not settle for that, because and I was telling the ladies in the Healed Woman Live course today that how I was when I got fibroids. My life was in chaos. I was unhappy, anxiety, this and that, right? Your life doesn't, it's like there's also real blocks in your life. There's like, it's going to affect your abundance as well as going to affect sometimes even your finances, your job opportunities. Your life will almost be, it's like on an energetic level, we're dealing with actual blocks and, all of this chaos in the womb. That's going to mirror your real life too. That's going to mirror your real life. So you're going to see actual blocks. And I always say, when it comes to I say this on every live, I'm going to keep saying it. Your womb, the state of your womb mirrors the state of your life. And that's going to trigger a lot of people, but it's the truth. Nobody can say I'm lying. The state of your womb mirrors the state of your life. So if you're dealing with fibroids and heavy bleeding and all of these things like PCOS, what is that indicating? That's indicating that our life is chaotic, that we're not happy. There's unfulfillment somewhere, right? There's unhappiness somewhere. We're not living the life. We're not living in our purpose, okay? So that, we're possibly not in the career that we want, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so you guys tap on the screen. If you're learning, tap on the screen, tap on the screen. If you're learning, tap on the screen, okay? Let's get more women in here. Tap on the screen, like the video if you don't mind. Now let's talk about how to prevent fibroids from coming back. Thank you, Queen, thank you. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the at least to 1.5. Okay, so how do we prevent fibroids from coming back? We got to understand what caused these fibroids to happen. Like what caused these fibroids to develop, right? So we have to understand, like, first of all, go back to the state in your life. Go back to your life, what year that you developed fibroids. What was going on in your life when you developed fibroids? What was going on in your career? What was going on in your relationships? Like, a lot of women will notice, hey, fibroids occurred after I went through a really bad divorce, or I went through a really bad breakup, or, you know, I was just finishing school, and during my master's program, I was so stressed out, or, you know, I was working 3-4 jobs in this period, right? Or, you know, I just lost my job, or COVID happened, and, you know, or a family member died. Like, it's typically after a stressful event. Typically. And this is not because, you know, stress triggered kind of like offset the development, but at the same time before that, you were not taking care of your body. You were living out of alignment. And that's why these fibroids develop, to show you. It's almost like your body talking to you, letting you know, listen, no, this is not, you're living out of alignment. And a lot of us can know on an intuitive level that we're living out of alignment, but it's like we're stuck and we're frozen. We don't even know, like I said, it's blocked, it's cloudy. You don't know which way to go. Do you think birth control plays a role? Absolutely. Birth control will, yes. Because you're literally dumping synthetic hormones into your body. And most women who've had, not all, most women who've had fibroids have been on birth control at some point in their lives. And they haven't. This is why when women are coming to work with me, that's one of the questions I ask in the questionnaire. Have you ever been on birth control? So that if you have, we can detoxify that crap out of you. Because you know how, like, that stuff overloads the liver, it damages the organs, it depletes the gut. It's so much that birth control does. It's a grade 1 carcinogenic, and it raises the risk of cancer. It is poison, okay? Poison, absolutely. So if you're on birth control, get off. I'm trying to save your life. Get off. I'm trying to save your life, okay? You'll thank me later. Because all these lawsuits that are going on, birth control causes brain cancer. Look it up. Y'all gotta stop. And we always think, oh, it's not gonna happen to me. Listen, how do you know? I don't care if you've been on it for 10 years. It's suppressing your own natural hormones, because that's why you don't understand what's going on. I think that was my cause, or definitely was a part of it. Yeah, more than likely it was a mixture of a lot of stuff, but that's definitely also morning after pills. Listen. Woo! See, you see what I mean? That's gonna piss some people off, but it's the truth. Cause that's like taking 3 birth controls and like pills at one time. That's the truth. A lot of times the system is feeding you things to ruin you, but you don't even know it. You think, oh, it's, be careful out here. I'm past that, been off good. I'm talking to everybody else too as well. If anybody's on it, get off as soon as possible. Yes, I've never been on birth control. Good. I was diagnosed with fibroids. Yeah, I'm not saying every single person gets it from there, but it plays a part. Okay, it plays a part for sure. Okay. But yeah, so let's talk about how do we prevent fibroids from coming back. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Not addressing the root causes. That's the issue. So if you've had the surgery, or you're trying to prevent fibroids, or you have fibroids right now, and you're not addressing the root causes of these fibroids, the physical and emotional root causes, you're going to regrow the fibroids again, or you'll get another estrogen dominant condition. So I explained in my other live before, yes, I think it was my yesterday's live. Yeah, it was the fibroid to cancer pipeline, that live, okay? And if you didn't watch it, you missed a really good live, okay? I explained that when you have fibroids, you have what is called estrogen dominance. You have what is called estrogen dominance, okay, when you have fibroids. And other imbalances as well, but that one is a dangerous one. It's the same precursor. This is the precursor to also things like breast cancer. Not saying you're going to get it when you have fibroids, but the risk is higher. The risk is higher. So you may not get fibroids again, but then you'll get, for example, endometriosis, or thyroid issues, or, God forbid, uterine cancer, breast cancer, right? So you're not in the clear just because you had surgery. Yeah, it's real. And I always listen, we have to do doctors won't tell you this. Doctors, and I've asked some doctors, why don't you guys discuss estrogen dominance? You guys can save so many lives. I wish I would have known this when I had fibroids. I had fibroids twice. If somebody would have explained, sit down, listen. That's what I do, because I don't want more and more women to be in the dark. They think women think that if they take out their fibroids, everything's good. Or they, they go through UFE procedures, everything's good. They didn't even touch the surface of what was wrong. So that's why they regrow. That's why, or these women are never really well. Like there's always something. There's IBS, there's thyroid issues, and they won't link it back to the precursor, the underlying causes of the fibroids. They will never link it back. I'm like, link it back. Your body's connected. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? It's hard for me to conceive because I have PCOS. You have to heal the PCOS. I've helped women do that in 3 months. You have to heal the PCOS. You have to repair the endocrine system. But I think I think mine is from 2020 after I was diagnosed with H. pylori. Yeah, because that's a gut issue. And I was given antibiotics. Boom, absolutely. When you have fibroids, a lot of women that have fibroids have also H. pylori. They're also linked, y'all. When you have fibroids, your digestive system is backed up. So that's why a lot of women that have fibroids have H. pylori, IBS, gut issues, because your digestive system is backed up when you have fibroids, okay? And you guys, those antibiotics, they're so horrible for the gut, for the body. Avoid them, okay? Let them give you, I wouldn't even take, honestly, unless you were on like, you were dying, I really would not take anything they give you. I'll be honest with you. Those medications, like, if you understand what they do to the organs, I just would not. I don't take any. I don't do medication at all. I do herbs. That's it. I would not. Okay. I don't need it for anything, thank God. But that's because I keep myself healthy. I don't play with that. There's people my age that literally are on already 3-4 medications. High blood pressure, like what? Like you can heal high blood pressure in like 2 weeks. What are you doing? Like, there's people that literally went on a fast and got rid of high blood pressure, and you're literally on medication for that? Really? Doesn't make any sense. Don't make no sense. Yes, I had H. pylori. Yeah, a lot of women that have fibroids have H. pylori. It's very common. Again, the gut health issues, okay? So not addressing the root cause, going back to the same toxic habits, which most women do when they have the surgery or when they have, these procedures, because they don't know that these are what causing the issue. So they go back to their lifestyle. Not addressing hormonal imbalances. When you have fibroids, you also have a series of hormonal imbalance that need to be addressed. Okay, that needs to be addressed. Okay, you have a series of hormonal imbalances that need to be addressed. You cannot, like us, get out of that. A lot of women don't understand because doctors will tell you, hey, your hormone levels are fine. Everything's good. You just got fibroids. That is not everything's good. That's a full body issue. And that means if you do, that's why I'm like, are these doctors slow? I don't know if these medical books are outdated. I don't know what's going on, but what they're telling you guys doesn't make any sense. And that's why they don't heal anybody. That's why people that go to the doctor all the time, as far as when it comes to their reproductive health, I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about reproductive health. They stay sick. So you guys, pap smears, vaginal exams, all of this, MRIs, and still, like I said, biopsies, this, that, and still have the fibroids, and still have the heavy bleeding, and still have the PCOS, all of this crap. They only care about the money. Thank you. And let me tell you this too, because healthcare is changing, you guys. They just unalive the United Healthcare. You guys do the research. A lot of stuff is coming down the pipeline. Healthcare is changing. They closed almost 30 hospitals this year alone. Insurance companies are not approving surgeries like they used to. They're denying coverage on these surgeries. I'm telling you this right now. If you go into 2025 but still with fibroids, still with these sicknesses, and you guys are not healing, you guys are going to be in trouble. I'm telling you this right now. There's a lot changing about healthcare behind the scenes, okay? There's a lot changing about healthcare. It's not about supplements. It's about getting to the root cause of the problem. And anything to help with my yellowish discharge, you have to rebalance your hormones, and you have to, like I said, heal your digestive system. This is an internal issue. That can be healed in less than a week. You have to, like I said, simplicity. I would recommend, and look into. I don't know if you have fibroids, but look into I should. You know what? We've closed enrollment for that, but look into the 6-week womb healing experience. May possibly take one more person. That's it. But after tonight, I'm closing enrollment for that and taking clients for January. That's it. Okay, and taking that clients for January 1st. But look into that. Look into I also have a Fix Your Period course as well. Look into that, because we don't want to be going around with that. We don't want to be. I used to deal with that too. I'm not trying to shame anybody. I used to deal with that person too. That was horrible, and we know that it has a smell. It's not feasible. It's just not right. You need my 6-week womb healing experience. You need to be in that. You need to work with me closely. That 12-centimeter fibroid. You need to work with me closely. Definitely, that is a huge fibroid. Okay. Are the steps in your master course, a written course of the 6-week okay, you had the 6-week coaching program. Let me know, Kyrie, let me know which course exactly you're talking about, okay? Which master course? What do you mean? Because I have different courses, so give me the name so I can really tell you, okay? Yeah, look into it. The link is in my bio for more information. I don't think I'm taking clients past today for that. Maybe tomorrow, that's it, because we've closed enrollment for the year. But look into it. If you guys are ready, we can go on, okay? We can go. But Kyrie, let me know what course you're talking about. If you want to go back to the link in my bio to get the name, that would be super helpful, okay? Because listen, I want you guys to secure your 2025. We're about to hit we're almost done with 2024. There are no more some days left in 2024, okay? So, Jesus Christ, my fibroid is basketball size. Wow, I'm so sorry. Been avoiding surgery, 60 years old. Wow, Lindsay, let me know how long have you had the fibroid? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I keep telling the younger ladies, fibroid, they think that menopause, oh, it's gone. No, women are messaging me in their 60s and 70s about fibroids. The Freedom from Fibroids course. Okay, no. It's the 6-week the 6-week womb experience is more, womb healing experience is much more, it's more. It's, how can I say this? It's more in depth. The Freedom from Fibroids Back Again course is an amazing course, don't get me wrong, but it's more in depth. It's not the written course of the 6-week womb healing, because we really go into like, you know, the emotions of it as well as the physical. We bridge both in the actual program in the 6-week. So if you want to choose from both, get the 6 weeks. If you want, but you got to do that like soon because I'm closing enrollment. But get the 6 weeks because it's like all of it, right? It's the emotions of it. It's you're working with me, so I'm guiding you through the process. If you have if you have a fibroid more than 5 centimeters, you need to be working with me. You need to be working with me, okay? Diagnosed 9 years ago. Oh my God, did embolization, no change, opened up, closed again, as to the wow. I'm sorry. Did embolization, no change, open. So they did surgery too, and embolization closed up again as too dangerous. Yeah, you can. I don't think you can even do surgery on a fibroid that's that big. Unless I'm so sorry. You listen. Let's say if you want to email me. Okay, that's definitely something we want to get rid of. Now, is it going to take time to get rid of that big of a fibroid? Yes, that's going to take a lot of time. It could be possibly, a couple of years, but it's so important. The beauty of it is that, or a year, we don't know. But the beauty of it is that all of your symptoms, you're going to see lots of, like when you're on the right plan, when you're on the right protocol, you're going to see a large number of your symptoms within a couple of months with a fibroid that big completely dissipate. And you're going to see like the belly start, because I know that also causes, it's pressing on the organs, and it's also causing, because it's taking a lot of room, and it's literally like, destroying your life. My arteries were behind, so they couldn't clamp. Oh my God. Woo. I'm so sorry. I know that it's literally taking up your entire life, and I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that. Please email me. The link is in my bio if you want to email me, or you can message me on here. You can, if you see an envelope symbol, and this is it for anybody as well, email me, okay? We got to get you right. We can't, nobody should be dealing with that. No woman should be dealing with that. It's hard enough to be a woman. Okay. No one should be dealing with that. I'm so sorry. That breaks my heart, because I know, like, oh my God, that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. And so ladies, if you don't get rid of this stuff now, like, that will be you as well. Your fibroids will continue to grow. You have to get to the root cause of the issue. You have to address the root cause. And if you guys look at my pinned post, I had a client who, her fibroid was so big that it was the size of like an 8-month pregnancy. Her uterus was the size of the 8-month pregnancy. It was huge. She looked pregnant, and I'm talking about very pregnant. Like, people would ask her, when are you due? And it was, of course, that's hurtful, and people can be so rude sometimes. But she worked with me for 2.5 months. She had large fibroids and large cysts as well. Her fibroid like shrunk drastically. Like in those 2.5 months, her stomach, we took a picture of her stomach. Her stomach was almost flat. 2.5 months of working with me. She worked with me in total for 4 months. So when you actually have the right guidance, you're gonna see a lot of movement, and you're actually following it. That's another thing too. you're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to see a lot of movement. And a lot of women have been on their fibroid healing journey for years. And let me tell you, when your fibroid is over 5 centimeters, 8 centimeters especially, and you have symptoms, stop playing around with it. Stop playing around with it. Get under somebody, even if it's not me, that can help you. And somebody that's holistic, please. Somebody that's holistic, please. Not none of these crazy doctors. I just want to cut you up, chop you up, like you a lab rat or something. No. Get under somebody that's holistic. If it's not me, because if you don't want to work with me, you don't want to work with me. That's totally fine. But get under somebody that can help you. Don't sit there with the problem and play around with these fibroids. It's about to be 2025. I want to see more and more women. We've healed so many women in 2024. And if you've been following me for any length of time, I've been saying in this week alone, I swear, after Thanksgiving week, all the way up until Tuesday was like my busiest. Up until now, it's like a week and a half was so busy. I worked through Thanksgiving, okay? I worked through Thanksgiving. That's how busy, because we've had 6 womb healing powerful testimonials from clients that we just have recently graduated, from clients that have taken our courses. 6. We've been graduating clients recently. We've been adding on clients recently. So it's a lot going on. Okay, it's a lot going on. So I'm just so happy that the amount of women that we've helped heal in 2024 alone. And I want to help more and more women, okay, in the beginning, because I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this and taking on clients. I don't know, because we're really expanding next year, right? To do more speaking events, to travel more around and do more to help women around the world, right? Do more speaking events, also work with businesses, because people need this stuff. There's doctors that's like, listen, I'm opening up my own practice and I want to work with you. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. So it's a lot going on. So I'm not going to be on here on TikTok for the rest of my life, like say, hey, come work. Listen, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, because this is I'm telling you, 2025 is going to be different. I'm telling you this right now, okay? I'm telling you this right now. So, hold on. Hopefully I don't have to do a part 2 to this video, but I also want to talk about just the lack of a consistent maintenance when it comes to, because a lot of women, they will change, a couple of things, and then they're like, oh, I'm doing herbs and I'm changing my diet, but then first of all, that's not enough for fibroids, and it's like they're not consistent even with that. They're not consistent with that. I'm like, are you consistent? Sometimes that's not consistency. They haven't embodied really this fibroid-free lifestyle. When you are changing habits, when you're undoing your toxic habits, you have to embody new habits. You can't just sit here and I'm gonna just, do a little bit here and a little bit there. No, it's an embodiment. If I'm embodying the highest version of myself that's fibroid free, that's in balance, right? That has unpacked her emotional trauma, it's not still holding on to it in the body, that doing the healing work, that is living the life that she wants to live, that's in her purpose. If I'm embodying that person, I need to also operate like I'm her. Even if you're not there yet, operate like you're that person. That person is not sitting here, in toxic relationships that's also going to spike your cortisol levels, keep your body in fight or flight mode. They're not in toxic jobs because they're living out of scarcity and lack, right? They're actually living in their purpose, and they're attracting abundance and into their lives and opportunities and people that love them into their lives, right? So they're vibrating on the highest version of self-love, and their reality will reflect that right back to them. Okay, but when a woman is living in chaos and stress and all these fibroids and not doing anything about it and just, out of balance, because a woman that's hormonally out of balance, she's out of balance. Her life is out of balance, right? When she's living in that, she attracts more roadblocks in her life. She attracts more toxic situations, overwhelm, stress, financial issues, like all of this stuff. So the state of your womb is the state of your life. It mirrors the state of your life. Period. Okay? It mirrors the state of your life. Okay? So I really want you guys to understand and know that, so that it can propel you. And okay, how do we get out of this state? Get it out of this frozen state where you're not doing nothing. Where, okay, I'm doing a little something, but I'm not. Get out of this frozen state and take massive action and change your life. Okay? Change your life. Stop being afraid to change, right? Do you know what's on the other side of change? If you hate your life, why are you hanging on to it so much? When I say that, I mean like hanging on to a life that you don't like. Why don't you take a massive action and change your life and become the best version of yourself? Why? We're about to step into a new year. Why? Why aren't you? Anybody that wants to change their life in 2025, they're starting now. They're not starting, well, I'm going to start on the 1st. People that's saying that they'll be done by the 20th. Trust me. People that say, I'm waiting until January 1st, by the 20th, they'll give up. It happens every year. People that want to change their life, they're starting now. They're starting now. I'm working on my goals now, okay? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why you would say, let me start on the 1st. No. Okay, so lack of consistent maintenance. Anybody have any questions? I've been yapping. Anybody have any questions? And also to, again, make sure if you guys want to learn more about healing your body, healing yourself. I'm talking about, you know, unlocking that feminine inner healer in you and radiating, like I said, being more connected and in touch with yourself. And because when I say this, when you're out of balance, when your hormones are out of balance, you as a woman are out of balance. So if you want to learn how to connect with your natural feminine essence, I'm telling you, hop into that Healed Woman 3-day live course. Today was day 1. I'm about to send the replays for day 1, but tomorrow you'll be, you know, if you're able to be on the Zoom call, day 2, Friday's day 3 is 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you cannot be on the Zoom call, you will get the replays if you register. So get into that. It's only $77 and it's amazing. Day 1 was so good and day 2 is going to be even better. So click the link in my bio, get into that. If you want to just start your journey, you're not sure where to start there. Start there, okay? Does anybody have any questions? We may have to do a part 2 to this because how to prevent fibroids from coming back, right? Because we want to get deeper into like the emotional things and all that stuff, deeper into that. And I know it's going to take like another hour or so. I'll do a part 2. I had a long day today, okay? And then we're still having the 5-day detox your womb challenge. That's still going on. Tomorrow's day 4. And so the ladies have been doing amazing so far. Any questions? Ladies, I have the 6-week womb healing experience. If you want to work with me on a deeper level, okay? If you want to work with me on a deeper level, we're closing up enrollment latest tomorrow for that. And then I'm closing up enrollment for 2024. If you're interested in working with me, click the link in my bio, check it out, email me. Let's go. Let's secure our 2025 and stop playing, okay? All right? Make sure you guys email me if you want to work with me. I don't see any other questions. I'm going to go now, but I hope that you guys learned a lot today. I hope that you guys can, you know, utilize this information, right? Because of course you're not hearing about this in your doctor's office. And like I said, reach out to me. If you want to work with me, reach out to me. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Stop, like I said, waiting. Do something about these fibroids. Stop waiting. All right. Y'all have a great night. Love you guys. Bye.